Alright, Alico 3, today's video is going to be a PSA bulk, and we're looking at about 250 to 265 or so cards in this order. I'll have to check the sheet later on to see, but lots of, there is some modern 2018, 2019 stuff, but there's also, I believe there's a little vintage, and then there's classic rookie cards from the 80s and 90s, so there should be some fun stuff in this, some inserts, numbered cards, a nice mix and variety. So let's get to the cards. Starting off with this box right here. There's 14 boxes in total. Beautiful Peyton Manning. This is the Skybox EX 2001. Tougher, not the easiest set. It's got the acetate finish, but the most common thing I've seen is ding corners on the top and bottom front. So take a look at your surface for scratches too, but 9's decent on that. Here's modern baseball, Moncada gold, and they don't grade these very tough. These refractors, but I bought a couple of these in the summer, and this one looked the nicest of what I did buy, so I sent that one in. This is neat. Peyton Manning Bowman Chrome. This is a PSA 9, and I think the pop's fairly high on this card, and it's not the most difficult set to grade either. So here's a Stadium Club Moss. And it's a 10. It's a superimposed image. Topps did this a little bit with the 1998 issues with Moss. He's got the 88. I think he wore that in camp. He wore 88 and 18, then went to 84 in the regular season. So a 10 on the Stadium Club. And then finest, you should be getting 9s or 10s. 9s, it's okay, but it's thicker cardstock. It's tougher, kind of like the modern day finest, the 2019 stuff. But 9's decent. But here's a Bregman Topps Chrome rookie with the rookie cup. I just thought it was cool with the cup. And this one is a 10. Correa update, and his stuff has cooled considerably, but this is the update, so we'll see how he does in 2020. This is a neat one, Yelich gold. So this is the Topps update gold. Obviously tougher to grade than the base one with the white corners and the white edges, but 9's pretty good. It's numbered out of the year, so it's numbered to 2013 on the back there. But nice looking Yelich there. Here's a Bellinger. This is the base update. This one got a 10. Let's take a look at it. Thin cardstock, so can have little dents or dings. But I think this one came from a pack. So 10 on that one. Brady Ultra. This is pretty good. Mint 9 on the Ultra Brady. Awesome card. And not the easiest pull either. It is akin to the Upper Deck. 1 in 4 odds for a rookie card, 6 per hobby box, and a pretty rich subset of rookies. So fairly tough to pull the player you're looking for. But Brady in a mint 9. Here's a badass edge. This is the Aspirations, kind of like a red foil out of 95. And that one got a mint 9. Beautiful. Crazy late 90s shine on this one too. Heritage Action. This was a 9. It looks decent. It's center. There's probably one thing. But I would honestly rather them grade these a little tougher than easy. When every card's a 10, I don't really see the reason to pay huge premiums for the 10s. Let's top 100 orange. Wander Franco, of course, Tampa Bay's. Well, I think he's the top prospect in baseball right now, but this is the top 100 orange to 25. It's numbered there on the right, but that one got a 10. And this next one, future Hall of Fame running back, Edgerrin James Clear Shots, an insert from Stadium Club Chrome, which just kind of got the acetate. Kind of, you know what it looks like? Panini Clear Vision, that product they released in 15 and 16, and kind of like the EX 2001 as well. Here's a couple Tatises. They're the gold refractors. So I bought some of these in the summer, and the ones that didn't have like the scratch down the middle, there's like some pretty bad scratches right down the middle. I didn't send those in, and these looked pretty clean. I don't think they grade these tough at all, so they gave this a 10. And the second gold they gave a 10. So I'm just going to hold on to these Tatises. I think he's going to be a good player for a long time. So 2 Tatis gold 10s. Here's a first off the line. This is from 19 Donruss Elite. Here's the Rogers. Actually, this isn't the first off the line. This is the blue parallel to 10. It's numbered right there. And that one got a 10 as well. Pete Alonso. I actually got this in a pack. And that's the exact grade that I expected on it. It looked good, but it didn't look gem mint. See that white? There's white right there too. So, nothing wrong with the 9 though. Pete Alonso 9, and then I think this is my pack pulled. I pulled the Tatis auto too. Yeah, it's got a 9 too, and that's what I thought it was. Some white chipping on it. Accurate grading on those two. Beautiful 9s. And this one got a 10, so this is the Lindor Gold Refractor. I think I bought this raw for like $50. Just an absolute steal. So, centered well. PSA 10 on the Lindor. I don't know. I think his stuff may have cooled a little bit, but it's still pretty strong. Alright, next up, we've got, starting off with Yelich, Gold Refractor. That's 2017 and a 10. That's out of 50 on the back there. So Yelich, PSA 10. Oh, that's filthy. Wow. I didn't expect that. That's a pretty big card too, I think. So the 2004 Topps Chrome, and I kind of snuck this one in. It's kind of on the border. I think it sells for a little bit over 100. But PSA 10 on this one. First thing I always check on these chromes is the center, and the second thing is the surface scratching. So this one's sitting like 55-45. The right to left, about 55-45. And then the scratching, I think there was minimal on this one. So they gave it a 10. That's a nice one. We got Yelich. That's really good too. This is the Bowman Chrome. This is not a gimme set cardstock. Just it warps after a while, like a lot of cards, but it's just scratched up and off centered, and it's just kind of a weird. The chrome surface looks dirty all the time. You got to really clean these off. So the chrome base and a 10. That's a really good one. So bought this raw. And it was a good deal. It was like $115. I mean, I thought it was a good deal, but it's the Bowman Chrome Gold to 50 Ortiz. So it's a second year David Ortiz, but just a awesome card in my opinion. So the PSA 10 on the Ortiz. Here's some Tomes. I bought a lot of these, so I bought like 20 or 30, and they were all just little push-ins and stuff, so they were all 8s and 9s, and I picked out a couple that looked the best, so they gave these 10s. That's the Upper Deck Final Edition from 91. So a couple 10s on those. Here's a Bowman Griffey. These are auto 9s. Yeah, I think the last 40 or so of these I've sent in, I've gotten all 9s except 2. But I think the top to bottom is off on this. I mean, honestly, when I send cards in, I just want the accurate grade. I don't need 10s on everything. Just give me the grade, the true condition of the card. That's all I care about when I send in. If it's a 9, it's a 9. I don't care. That one's off-centered, so totally understandable. So, Bowman Griffey 9s. Nothing wrong with those. This is a nice one. This is the Refractor Yelich in a 9. Beautiful. Crazy shine. Gotta pop out the Oakley shades for this one. Awesome card. Probably a great time to buy Yelich too. This Steve Young. So here's some junk wax. Second year Young. It says now with 49ers. He's got the curly hair, of course, right? A mint 9 on this one. And then Finest Griffey. Mint 9 on this. This is just from a pack. It's kind of a card that you're looking for a 10 on. Thicker card stock. Not too many issues can arise with cards like this. But a 9. This is cool. So Chris Paul, SP Authentic rookie. It's a $12.99. That's SP Authentic 2005. I don't know what the value of this card is. I'd say maybe 150 to 200. But I haven't really checked Chris Paul's hobby in a while. But neat card. Here's Patrick Mahomes. This is the Illumination. I give this one a 10. I think this set's pretty easy though. It's kind of cool though with the ice kind of cracked ice look in the background there. But low end insert. Here's a Randy Johnson, the star rookie from 1989 Upper Deck. 9, very respectable grade on that one. Awesome card. Of course, it doesn't have the value of Griffey, but a few cards from that era do. Moss Ultra Series 2, a nice solid 9. Love that photo on this one. And of course, they have the platinum medallions out of 66, which are just incredible. Pete Alonso, Bowman Chrome Draft in a 9. That's 2016. Yeah, when I send these in, I always check this bottom right corner on the back. For some reason, that's the thing that has the issue. And then scratching's pretty prevalent on these. These definitely are not gimmies. I think the pop on a lot of these are like 50 to 60%. So this got an 8. So Phillip Rivers Ultra out of 500. That is the Lucky 13. So I don't know if they typically put it on the label, but I don't really care either way. So PSA 8 on that. Series 2 Tatis, mint 9. Cool photo. I've heard a lot of collectors don't like the horizontal approach. I think it looks cool. So Tatis Series 2 in a mint 9. Here's an EX Randy, and that's a 9. So and did we already see this card? There's no way I got 2 of these. I feel like no. There's another one. Wow. 2 of these in one order. That's insane. This one's off-centered. It almost looks 60-40. So, not perfect centering, but I think the rest of the card is pretty close to perfect. Probably has a lot of 10 qualities and some 9 qualities. And at some point, you just have to make a decision. That's why I kind of like the 9.5 mint plus, but that's for a different video. So 2 of these pups. This is nuts. 2 fitsies. Chrome refractors. It's filth. Here's some update Chapmans. These were just pack pulls. I think I pulled them in the summer. I just kind of had them sitting in a box, a slab can box. So 2 Chapman bases, both 10s. The same set as the Bellinger, of course. Thinner card stock. Some of these come straight out of the pack with like white corners, so probably shouldn't send those in if you're looking for 10s. Upper Deck exclusives. Love the Star Rookie, and this is the Star Rookie vintage look, the black and white, and it's out of 10, so this is an extremely rare Manning card. Eli 2004. I know a lot of people are down on him, and he's getting older and retiring, but he's still going to go in the Hall of Fame, and he's got 2 Super Bowl rings, so Can't take that away. Beautiful card. And that's an 8. That's exactly what I thought this one would get. It just had some issues. This is really nice. So 2002 Bowman Chrome, Ed Reed, on card auto. Just an awesome look to this 02 set. And this Ed Reed came through with the 10, so that's just filthy. Hall of Famer, of course. I think he got in last August. So here's a Kobe Metal rookie, and that's a mid-9. Not bad. 50. This is the Topps collection. Actually, I think they might have gotten this one wrong. Yeah, this is the Topps Gold. I think the collection says collection. I could be wrong on that, but they might have labeled this one wrong, which is kind of a hassle. I always put those in a stack, and I actually have a stack built up where the labels are wrong, and I'm just gonna send them in and have them fix them. I don't know how exactly that works. I'll have to send them a message, but 10 on that. On the actual card, I'll have to check on the label. Tatis. These Stadium Club Chromes look cool. There's not a lot of hobby love for Stadium Club, but to me it's a cool set. Awesome photography, and also some of the inserts are pretty cool. Here's Acuna, Bowman Chrome. That's a 10. 2018 base Bowman Chrome. Probably a high pop on that. This is a neat one. That's filthy. Wow. This might be the coolest card in the order. That's insane. That is the Hot Gloves 97. Wow. Look at that puppy. That's a casket card right there. Prop the casket open for that one. Throw it in. Filthy. Love that insert set. So cool. Eloy. Topps Finest Gold to 50. That's a 10. Mookie. Topps Update. And this card's pretty soft right now, so if you're looking to get some Mookie, I would strike now before the season starts up again. So the Update rookie. We got some base Fleer LeBron rookies. This one got a 9. Cool card. This your basic Fleer rookie, and it's very affordable too. And this one got a 10. I looked at both of them closely. They look exactly the same to me. So I don't know. Maybe there's one thing that I missed, but this one got a 10. It's a little off center. Yelich Gold. That's from 2019. To 10. Pete Alonso, base. I mean, these are... Pop on these has to be over 90%. These, I don't think I've ever seen a 9 pop in one of the reveal orders. So 10 on the Alonso. And then Acuna Topps Chrome. This one's a 10. This is a high pop too. This is over 90% for sure. Acuna. There's some Wander Francos. Yeah, a couple of these. Base 2019 Bowman Chrome prospects. I'll definitely consider this a rookie. You know, I think he'll have his actual rookies with the logo in 2021. I think he's going to carry products 2021, but we'll see how that all plays out. And a couple of these Vlads. This is somewhat of an SP. It's numbered 101. I think this set goes up to 100, and this is kind of like an extended SP or something. So 2 10s on these. Not a hard set. So still got 2 more boxes for this round. I always film these videos in like 15 to 30 minute clips and just put them together. I don't ever film it all at once. It's just too much. Thought about doing one live, but I've been doing it this way for years now. Just stay with the format. Vlad Senior Bowman, mid 9 on that one. Very good. Lindor, this is the SP rookie. That's a PSA 10. I think there's another one of that in this order too. Yeah, so here's the second one. That's also a PSA 10. Bo Jackson. So if you watch the videos, you know how I struggle with the retro wax. So this Bo got a 10. It's got, it looks like a 9, but they gave it a 10. It honestly looks like all the other ones I send in and get 9s on. So it might just be random. They hand out a 10 here and there. Who knows? Chipper Jones. Classic rookie, the 91 tops. That's a mint 9. Love that one. That was pack pulled too. Here's a Gleiber, Heritage High. That's a 10. That's a pretty easy set too. Pop's probably 75 to 85 on this one. Griffey Bowman 9. Here's the Topps Traded Bonds in a 9. It's off centered. Top to bottom looks pretty good though. 60-40, 55-45 from right to left. Upper deck 9. That's Pedro. Jerry Curl. That's a rookie to me. Some people consider the 91 his rookie, but he's got like 2 cards. Papers. Here's some Acuna papers. These were 10s. This is a nice one because this is a somewhat sensitive set. Black Diamond 98, and this is the gold to 1000. Triple diamond, I think. Yeah, there's diamonds right there. Kind of hard to see on camera, but they're there. So, mint 9 on this Peyton. Black Diamond. Here's a mandatory Vic sneaking in here. Crown. And this is numbered to 100, and it's on card. I like the photo. I just thought this card was neat, and I'd honestly only seen it a couple times in my life pop up, so I picked this one up for maybe $40. But Crown. Rookie signatures out of 100. Here's a Peyton Manning Finest. 9 on this one. And another, there's some more Bowman Chromes in here. So here's another 9 on the Bowman Chrome. Here's your base Bowman. 9 on the base Bowman. Flagship Phillip Rivers in a 9. Cal Ripken. This one could have been from a pack. I just can't remember. It's off center. I mean, there's no reason for this to be a 10. So, but 9's. I think this card's $50 or $60 in a 9. It's a great card in a 9. And Rivers pristine. $4.99 and a 10. Don't think that card has much value though. His stuff slipped this season, but he's still gonna have 400 touchdowns and Hall of Famer, so I'm not worried about it. Jeter Pinnacle. I've sent a bunch of these in my PSA career, which is I've been doing it for 10 years, sending stuff in the PSA, and I've gotten a ton of 9s on this. Never gotten a 10. I've gotten a couple 8s. So this one's just looks off center, top to bottom and right to left. But I think the rest of the card's clean. So 9 on that one. Scherzer, that's cool. That's a 2018 Topps update. Kind of a funny picture. It's like they took it and he was just like staring at something in the corner of the location where he's at. Here's a Topps Chrome Fits base. That one's off-centered. The top to bottom. See how the Cardinals is close to the top? There's not enough space there. And the right to left's a little off too. So that's the first thing that I look at now is the centering. It's obviously should be for most people, but for a while there I was getting a little lax on centering. So here's another Vlad Bowman 95. This one's a 9. Okay, I think there's, yeah, 2 of these ones. This is the missing card number and a 10. So 2 of these Vlads. So it's kind of like the bat down Acuna from 18, but these are a lot easier to get in packs. Probably 2 or 3 to every one bat down. And this one's off center too. Pinnacle though, 9. 9's good too. I think this is like a $60 card in a 9. And then raw about 20, so definitely no problem with 9s. Here's a Pete Alonso. This is neat because it's the chrome refractor, which is a very tough pull. Card doesn't have much value, but I'm just going to keep this one for the collection because it's cool. There's the shine on that pup. Another Jeter Pinnacle. This one looks pretty good. The right to left looks pretty good. It's got a slight little white on the corner, so totally understandable. Here's a Mahomes score. This one got a 9. Vintage Clemente. PSA 4 on this one. That looks pretty accurate. 59 tops. Awesome set. Card looks awesome. This is what an older card should look like. And to me, this is good condition for an older card. Still has the integrity of the front. You know, his face isn't peeled off. There's no pinholes in it. Like that's a great looking card. Bowman Chrome Peterson. A 10 on this one. It's 07. That's the base. Here's a Bonds, the rookies. Love this card. Tatis. Finest base Tatis in a 10. Another Mookie. That's the update. Don't think this set's that tough though. Got Vlad in an 8. And that is the Bowman's best. So I'm trying to figure out what was wrong with this one. So it looked pretty good when I sent it in. I was thinking 9. There must be something that I didn't notice on it. But 8's not terrible. Another Tatis Finest. The base in a 10. And there's a couple more of these Ripken Donrusses. So let's take a look at these two and look at the centering. That's kind of the main thing that I'm looking at. So the right to left looks good. I think the top to bottom is off. I think this should be lower, and this top border should be a little thicker. Bring that down and push this down. I think it would be more of a 10 quality card, and then the back's really bad. This looks like a somewhat of a weak 9, more like an 8.5, but grading is just an opinion. So here's the last one. And this one looks a little better, a little thicker border, but the right to left centering's not as good. So it's a push and pull, give and take with cards. You got to choose, you know. And then some cards have it all going on. Perfect centering, no flaws. So 9 on the Ripken Donruss is very good. Decent stack building over there. So we'll get to more. All right, continuing on. Let's get to the next box. And I'll also post at the intro, after the intro of the video, I'll post when the cards were shipped out and when they were received back. Cool. 93 Bowman Jeter. Not bad. Mint 9 on this pup. Looks like it's centered pretty good right to left. Yeah. Nice. Arenado. That's the gold wave to 50 from 2019 Topps Chrome. 10 on that one. This is cool. Superscripts Peterson. That's a tough insert. Auto insert from 2007 SPX in the college uniform. Kind of interesting how they did that. The rookie patch autos are in the Viking uniform. You know, they have the SP and the big X. But with the scripts, they just put them in Oklahoma. So 9 on that. I think that set's pretty tough, though. This is a good one. Khalil Mack contenders, leaning forward. I think this is the base one, not the variation. So cool though, nice one. This is nice. Terrell Suggs. He just joined the Chiefs actually. So this is Bowman 2003 Sign of the Times, and he's his first ballot Hall of Famer. So glad the Chiefs have him. 10 on that. Devers. This is sweet. Orange Wave to 25. That's PSA 10. This set's not very tough though. Finest. On-card autos though, but there's not a lot of respect for Finest in the hobby, even though it's been around a long time. And it's a great looking set. So if you're into collecting and not like an investor type, I'd do some Finest. This is a decent grade for SPX 03. This is, you can have foil issues right there. Obviously chipping on the gray corners. So this is, he was part of the tier that was numbered the highest. So he's out of 1100. And the lowest tier was 250, like Leftwich and Carson Palmer. But great card. Khalil Mack. This is certified 2019 purple to 10. I got a 9. Nothing too special with that one. This is sweet. Jamal Lewis status. I just saw this one pop up. It was like 25 or 30 bucks. It's out of 31. Status gold. Just a sweet card. You don't see him pop up too often either. So PSA 9 on the Jamal. Now if that was Brady, that'd be a couple thousand. Nice. Devers Finest gold to 50. That's nice. This is a tough set. So 2001 Topps LT and a 10. Centered nicely. I don't see any white chipping really. I mean, it's really tough to get a 10 in this set. So fabulous. Here's the screaming. I think there's a bat down in here. No. Might be the factory set one. Screaming Harper. I think this card has lost a lot of value lately though. Yeah, this is the factory set one, right? So 10 on this one, bat pointing up instead of bat down. Bat up. 10 on that. And then the second one got a 10 too. Here's a cool LT. Upper Deck Game Gear. It's a 500. This was probably bought raw for like $5 to $7, so it's not worth a ton. It's more of just a card I like. Mint 9 on that. Okay, 89 Donner Griffey. I'm gonna guess a 9. That's pretty shabby. An 8. I don't know about that Nick though. Yeah, I wouldn't have sent that in with that nick, so something happened during the slabbing process. I'm not upset about it. It happens if you ever handle hundreds of cards. It's not a perfect process, so it happens. That's nice. Fleer, 89 Fleer Griffey and a 10. I think the pop on this is around 12 to 15%. This one looks really good though, but I actually go through a ton of these, and I don't see many that look gem mint. They're off centered a lot. The coloring's weird. There's lines across the top here, dinged corners. So a 10 is pretty damn good in this Fleer. Here's a Stanton update. I think this card's lost a lot of value, but that might mean it's a good time to buy. That is the update. There is also a rookie debut, I think. So 2010. Card's almost 10 years old. This is like an automatic 9. 10. That's crazy. Very rarely do I get a 10 on a card like this. Wow. Fleer update. 86 bonds and a 10. The centering looks what? 55-45. Oh, he's got to pick cards apart, right? All right, next up. That's cool. Acuna purple. That's out of 250. That's 18 Topps Chrome. And of course, the pop on all those chromes is like over 90%, so this is decent. This is a thin paper cardstock, black borders, prone to tons of chipping, so 9 is very respectable for this one. Here's the star rookie Randy in a 9. Don't know if there's any Kens in here. Maybe. Another Fleer update bonds. This one got a 9. This one's off centered. That's almost 65-35. But I think the rest of the card is pretty clean, so. The Fleer update. We've got a Bowman Vlad. There's a couple of these coming up. So, Bowman Vlad 95. Fantastic card. And very affordable, too. Here's a 10 on the second one. This was from a pack. It's a 1990 Scorbo. And that got a 9. Pete Alonso. This is the variation. These are kind of tough pulls too, but Stadium Club doesn't have much clout or pull in the hobby at all, but they do feature nice sets. So Alonso in a 9. We've got a star rookie Brady. That got an 8. Not bad. It's got some white on the corners, which is pretty common with this set. The rest of the card looks pretty damn good though. So 8 on that one. Fleer Tradition. This is the blue Fitzgerald Parallel in a 10. Here's a Steph Curry. That's cool. 2009 Upper Deck. Star Rookies Curry. Raul Mondesi Jr. Topps Chrome Gold. He kind of fizzled last season, but this is the gold auto to 50. Pete Alonso Prism. This was from a pack. Pete Alonso negative. This is badass. Ricky Finest Gold. It's got like that deckled edge. Numbered there on the back out of 100. Crazy shine too. Here is the Star Rookie Peterson in a 9. They should put Star Rookie instead of Rookie Exclusives on the label. Here's a Reggie White Rookie. That's pretty bad. I think I was thinking 8 to 8.5 on this, so not very good. A 7. Oh well. Doesn't look that bad though. You guys be the judge on it. Looks pretty good. There is an orange Jimenez. Eloy Jimenez to 25 from Finest. Here's a Topps Chrome Peyton Manning rookie in a 9. And Fitzgerald. Here's his Star Rookie Limited with a cool photo in the empty stadium. And that one got a mint 9, so not bad. Okay, Rivers. We've got Topps Pristine, the refractor to 4.99, I think. Yeah, that got a 10. Here's a Steph Curry Topps, flagship Topps Steph Curry rookie in a 9. This is cool. Devers. That's Bowman Chrome 2014 Draft Gold. Mint 9. There's a numbering on the back there to 50. So, definitely a rising star. This is just cool because it's the first off the line. So, he's actually a damn good player. This is the gold to 8. It's numbered there by his calf. And the Titans rookie receiver, A.J. Brown. Definitely shown flashes this season. We'll see how he progresses forward. But I just like the cracked ice look of it. Here's a Piazza Diamond Producers from 99 Ultra. That's a 10. Here's the Kyler Blue to 10. And a mint 9. Rogers Mirror Green from 19 Certified. It's out of 5 right there by his shoe. That got a 9. Here's the Rogers Bowman rookie. Just base Bowman. Mint 9 on that. And Fleer Excel, 92. It says 92, 93, but Jeter. Top to bottom's off. Right to left's off a little too. So, totally understandable grade on that one. But 9's good. Cool card too. This is neat. Vic Bowman Chrome. So, it's numbered on the back here. It's a lot like the Topps Chrome. It's numbered to $19.99 instead of $9.99. And often you'll see this one off-centered terribly. So I think I just bought this one raw and it looked centered and the surface looked pretty clean. So I thought I had a chance at a 9 or possibly a 10. And they decided 10. Puckett, Donruss. This was possibly from a pack. So the 85 Donruss Puckett. Love this card. Mint 9 on that. Black borders, often off-centered, straight from the pack. So here's some Tony Gwynn Fleers, a couple Tony Gwynn Fleers. So here's a 9. And that's kind of what I shoot for. I shoot for consistent 9s and then a 10 here and there on these older 80s classic rookies. Kind of feel like I have a sense of what a 9 looks like now. And then here's another Gwyn. So this one is centered pretty good too. It's not 50-50 though. From right to left. Top to bottom, I'm not sure. I have to look at some different examples of it, but respectable. I thought this would get it at least a 9, but they gave Strawberry an 8. This 84 Donruss, the wax boxes are so expensive for it. So an 8 on Strawberry, and then another star rookie sprinkled in. This one got a 9. This one looks really good. Got like a little indentation almost there on the back. The rest of the card looks, the front almost looks like it's a 10. But that little back thing, I think that definitely takes away from the card. And then longevity, Sean Alexander. That's out of 30. Here is a first off the line Josh Jacobs to 8. This one got a 10. He's had a good season. He's missed some time, missed a couple games with injury, but still over 1,000 yards. Definitely not a good investment, but could be a fun player to collect if you like tailbacks. We'll see how long he plays. Tatis, here's your 19 finest gold to 50. This is awesome. I think this is a moderately good card. Definitely happy with this pup. So, Bowman Chrome. This is the Altuve. And this set is tough, guys. So you gotta really wipe these surfaces down. They just come all weird and filmy. So 10 on Altuve. I think this card's maybe $70 or so. And then Top Stars Supernovas bronze. That's out of 100 there on the back. Randy Moss in a 9. We have got an offensive lineman, Jonathan Ogden, coming into the order now. Here's his Bowman's best rookie, Hall of Famer, in a 10. That was just from a pack. There's the modeling photo that they used, Chipper. He was a model in the early 90s. Mint 9 on his score. We've got Yelich, Topps Heritage. I think this is some sort of SP. I could be wrong with that. That one got a 10. Here's a Lindor Orange out of 25. There's a couple of these. I believe I bought these both out in Chicago at the National for about $50. So here's the finest gold Trout to 50 right there in a 10. And the second one is a 9, so not bad. Pete Alonso, there's a couple of these in here. First thing I always check on these is right here, this corner. It's sometimes it's got a little ding or it's just got white. Here's another one of those, the Alonso. We'll just go through these finests pretty quick. I don't think you can get less than a 10 on these, honestly. I mean, if you have a crazy scratch down the front, they're not gonna, but finest 19's very easy set. So I don't think they take off for any back scratches, factory lines. So a couple 10s on those. This is cool. A second flagship Curry. This one got a 9. It's not really the coolest photo. I mean, he's smiling, but you would like to see him shooting or doing something. Here's a couple Jeter Pinnacles. 9, and then a 9 on this one too. Here's the Acuna paper in a 10. This is cool. The Heritage Chrome to $9.99 there. Acuna. It's off center. Vlad Jr. 2016 Bowman Chrome Vlad Jr. 10 on this, and they give this a 10. There's 3 more of these, so we'll just go through them. This one's a 9. That one's a 10. And the last one is a 10. So pretty good on the Vlad Chromes. Continuing on. Guess we'll do this one. Alright, this shows some of the stuff that didn't get graded, and packing slip. Looks like it was mailed out around 9:10, 9:11. Okay, so probably the minimum size requirement on most of these. So the Moss EX did that. Ron Dane, I just sent that one for the hell of it. It looked clean though. He was a good college back. Minimum size, Ricky Williams SP Authentic. Jamal Lewis, Rookies and Stars Auto. We've got the Infinity Green LT to 75 on the back there. Minimum size, and then this parallel to 25. It's kind of sloppy. Look how that's just thrown in there sideways. Same with this Suggs. He's on Chiefs now, so that'll go. So, some of those will just go to SGC. I don't know why they don't grade those. Here's a Vic, though. That's cool. That's the Crown, 2001. On card in a PSA 9. Alright, let's make sure it's empty. Yeah, of course, an ad. Heritage Auctions. They used to put the PWCC ads in here. What happened to that? Okay, looks like we've got a little football. That's the Elite Mahomes to $4.99. Mint 9. Correa, his stuff's definitely cool. This is the rainbow foil, and that got a 9. Thinner cardstock, maybe a little tougher than the base paper, but still pruns and nicks and chips. I think there's a bunch of these, so we'll just go through these Yelich's. I was aiming for 9s and 10s on these, so here's the Yelich update, which has dropped in price a lot, so probably a decent buying opportunity if you believe in him, which it's hard not to after his last 2 seasons. $9 on this one. This one got a 10. Another 10 on this one. And I think the pop's over 70% on this card. It helps to have white borders, of course, and edges. So I don't think I'd get this many 10s on it, though. So they must not grade these too tough. There's another one. I think this card was pushing 150, 200 in the summer. It's probably close to 90 or so now. Last one. This one's a 9, so definitely did better than I would have expected on those. Here's a score, Mahomes. I don't think this is that big a card, but probably keep one for the Chiefs PC. It's got that bulky knee brace on in that picture. This has great shine. This is Rivers 499. This is the pristine refractor from 2004. Look at that shine. Pop out the Oakleys for that one. I think this was from a pack. I broke a box of this stuff, and I pulled Ogden, which was in this order, and got a 10. And here's Ray Lewis in a 9, so respectable grade. One of the greatest defensive players of all time. This is sick. Yelich refractor. I think I scrubbed this one down good. It looked good. Didn't really have any scratching. It looked like it was centered decently, so I just took the microfiber, and I think I used some Windex, which helps on these chrome cards, and just wiped it down. The surface pretty good, so that one got a 10. Here's a Kyler. This is the blue from Elite to 10. And that got a mint 9. Here's a badass card. S-Jacks. That's to 50 on the back. This is the Bowman Chrome Gold Auto. It is on card. Possible future Hall of Famer. We'll have to see on that. He's got awesome numbers, and he was a good back out of the backfield receiving too. Here's the Prospects Chrome Acuna from 17. Easy set. I think that's 85% pop or so. Here's a 9 on the Heritage high number soda. They don't put the high number on the label, which I don't really mind because it just adds too much text. I guess if they wanted to, they could put HN, but I don't know. Here's a cool Devers. This is the refractor from 14 draft. Mint 9. Decent shine. Alright, so here's a Maddox 10. So I've been trying on these ones for a long time. This one doesn't really look like a 10. See that top left corner? I don't know if that happened after the slabbing, because I don't think I would have sent it in, so. It looks like a 9, so I'll probably put it in the store. But Maddox rated rookie, 87. Donruss, here's on Alonzo. This is the refractor and a 9. It's kind of tough not to get a 10 on these finest. Okay. Here's the Rainbow Foil Pete Alonso. I think that's a pretty big card. I haven't looked at the market on the Rainbow Foils, but this was, I think this was out of a pack, yeah. I broke some boxes of that in the summer, the Series 2. Here's a Platinum Orange. Now, there's not a huge following for Platinum in the hobby. Bowman Platinum, that is, but it's Tatis. It's 2016 stuff. It's orange. It was like $50, so I figured I'd buy it. That one got a mint 9. Yelich, Heritage Minor League. I think this is somewhat of an SP. So 10 on this one. Thicker cardstock compared to your Topps flagship paper. A little easier to grade. Moncada, Gold Wave to 50. He had a fantastic season. The hobby hasn't really noticed him too much, which is kind of strange because he was a huge hit as a prospect with Boston, and then I think people kind of forgot about him after his first season and a half. They decided to grant a 10 on this Thomas. This looks just like all the 9s that I get. So there's a little fuzz on that top left corner. Centering looks good. Twist it like this, but here's your Alonzo Finest refractor. We saw a 9. Here's a 10 of it. These Topps Finest cards look awesome. They don't have a huge following in the baseball hobby, but as a collector, I think they're fantastic. This is a pretty big card. Peyton Manning, Flair Showcase 98. This is the row 1 gray. So there was row 3, 2, and 1. And then there was, of course, 0, which is a horizontal card. So I think 2 style. Can't remember what 3 is. But it says it right there underneath the Flair Showcase. It's got like just a cool look to it. I don't know that. Back in the day when I used to open packs of this stuff, I thought these Graces were amazing. And I actually pulled this card out of a pack back in '98. Okay, so this was about what I expected. It's got some like snowing on the top corner. And the corners show a little white, so I think an 8's fair. But it's still slabbed. It's David Ortiz, the Ultra, number 518. It's cool how they did the David Arias with the Ortiz in parentheses too. So, beautiful. Nothing wrong with an 8. 96 Finest Refractor. Manram. I don't know what that is, if that's like moisture kind of from the card and the slab coming together. See that little thing right there? That happens sometimes with these PSA slabs. So a 9, I don't think that's a very big card. The 96 Finest, they don't look as nice as the 93, 94, and 95s in my opinion. There's a couple of these fitsies, so... The Bowman Chrome, awesome photo at the rookie premiere in '04. Here's the 10 of it, and then this one got the 9. Very good. Here's Finest. That's Finest '04 base, and then we got some more fitsy coming up. We got the base tops, yeah. That's what I shoot for on these, is 9s, and if I get a 10 sprinkled in, that's nice. But for the most part, I'm looking for 9s. You know, if it was an 8.5, it'd be okay. But 2004 tops. Fitzgerald flagship. We got the Lindor. This is the base. There is the SP with the sparkle under the glove. That's why it says no sparkle. So here's the update in a 10. And this set does... I would say pop on this is 70% or so. They're definitely not gimmies on that update 15. This is a neat one. And I think the grade's pretty fair, maybe a little generous. It's a dimple by his helmet. The centering's like 70-30, so this one could almost be an 8, 8.5 even. But it was a 9 on this day. Here's a Topps Chrome base Phillip Rivers in a 9. Nice. 98 SP Authentic Players Inc. This card's severely undervalued for being one of his only on-card autos from '98. I don't know. You can get these raw for like $150. That's ridiculous. But Players Inc. Tough pull too. I think there's probably about 500 of these, or maybe closer to 1,000. That's a mint 9 on that one. We got the Bowman. The base Bowman in a 9, which is respectable. So yeah, this order was just very, I thought it was one of my better orders in terms of consistency. There's definitely a lack of 6s and 7s popping in. Here's a Wander Franco to 50. This is Topps Pro Debut Gold. Of course, there's not a huge hobby following for Pro Debut, but they are neat looking cards. This one's to 50, so Wander Franco in a 10. And then I actually bought that out at the National. This was from a pack. Topps Chrome Throwing Refractor of Chris Bryant. This one got a 10. This is cool. First off the line, Gold Mahomes out of 8. It's numbered right there. You can't really see it because it blends in with the gold, but a solid 9 on that one. This is nice. Bowman Fitzgerald base in a 10. This is probably a $70 to $90 card or so in a 10. And then like 12 to 15 in a 9. That's the way it works in the hobby sometimes. Here's an LT. This one got an 8, so probably shouldn't have sent this one in. It's got a lot of chipping on the edge there. It's out of 500. That's the Game Gear jersey. Okay, this set's really easy. This 2019 Prospects Chrome. This is probably a 90% pop. So a couple Wanderers and a 10. Nothing too crazy there. Here's a Bellinger. This is the SP. They call it high fives. So a 10 on this one, and then a mint 9 on this one. Tony Guindonras. It seems like there's always some of these popping into my bulk orders. This one's kind of got the yellow coloring, like the jaundice one. It just doesn't have the clear white, and I don't know. Could just be the type of ink, the way the ink was running when they printed. And here's another 9, so that's kind of what I'm shooting for on these when I send them in. 10s come, they usually come pretty randomly. Most of the 9s could be 10s. That's just what I've noticed. This card's centered. Pretty nice. I've seen 10s worse than that, so it's just kind of random with those older cards. This is probably the biggest card in the order. This card's close to 1,000 now. Just because there's not that many of them, and he's third all time in rushing, so this was possibly a Beckett snap out. I don't remember, but Frank Gore contenders? No. People that love the auto grades would be bothered by it being not centered, but I don't really care. So if you sent it to Beckett and got the auto grade, they'd probably give it an 8 or 9, but as long as it's not smudged or faded, it doesn't bother me at all. So 10 on the Gore, and that's a monster card right there. Here's Pete Alonso. This is the refractor from Topps Chrome, and a 10. Here's Josh Rosen. He's kind of, I don't know, he's kind of fallen out of favor. His career's up in the air at this point. With the Dolphins probably drafting a quarterback, so this is out of 10. He'll probably have one more chance somewhere, and then because he's probably going to be a career backup. But blue to 10. Here's a Harper. This does say rookie debut on it, but this card has a decent following in the hobby, so a 9 on this one. This is an awesome card. 2002 Topps Chrome, Ed Reed, refractor. Awesome shine, too. Here's an Urlacher Finest. This is sick. So, newly inducted to the Hall of Fame out of 24. The finest Urlacher in a 10. It's a nice one. And then here's a LeBron. This is awesome. This is the star rookie in a 10. And this was, I think I bought this one raw. It just looked like a 9 or a 10. It's kind of like a tweener. Got a little white on that corner. I always nitpick my 10s because I don't like to keep them unless they look like a 10, if that makes sense. Here's Suggs, Contenders 2003, 564. That is an awesome card. Future Hall of Famer. So mint 9 on that one. The second definitely posed some issues. Here's your Score 19 Baker and a 10. This card's probably only 15, 20 bucks now. It was, I know it was going for close to 50 in the preseason, but cards go up, cards go down. Here's Devers. I think these are going to both be 9s, yeah. 2 of these prospect autos, so his first cards were 2014 draft, but the 2015 has the prospect auto, so there's a 9 on that one, and these just come with that filmy, scratchy surface, so it's very tough to get a true, like, a gem mint card where there's, I mean, you'll see a lot of cards that are in, like, the 9.5 hold, back at 9.5 holders, but they probably still have the scratches, so that's mint 9s on those Devers, which is pretty good. Alright, this is going to be the finale. We've got Donnie Baseball Topps rookie sneaking in. This will be an 8 or a 9. That's what I always get on these. It's an 8 on the Donnie. Yeah, I don't know. It looks okay, I guess. Don't see any crazy flaws. The centering looks okay, I guess. It's not that great, so it's an 8. It's an 8. Star Rookies, this is cool. This is the exclusives level 1. Yeah, you can't really see the number, and it's kind of faded there. See it there? It says 59 of 100, I think. Yeah, that's crazy how much that's faded, but it's just to me, I love the Star Rookies, and then I love the exclusive parallels. So mint 9 on that. Here's a pack pulled Sosa Leaf. This would be probably a 9. Okay, so Sosa Leaf at a 9. Cool. Sandberg Fleer. So 8 on this one. Which I was kind of shooting for a consistent 9, so this is the center, and that's awful though, so that's on the submitter for sure. That's bad. Here's a 9. That's kind of what I was looking for, some 9s in these Fleers. Here's a Haskins who showed, some flashes. Here's his blue to 10 out of Elite. These cards just look great to me. And they come out in like July, so it's some of the first cards of them in their NFL uniforms, so they're just neat. That one's out of 10. That got a PSA 9. Mahomes Optic. I think this set is easier than the base Donruss. Just check your back for chipping, and your front center, I'd say, is the two things to look for on the Optic. But probably won't keep this one. I'm not a huge fan of the 10s of sets that grade with pops over like 85%. Here's your base Bowman Rivers in a 9. Pete Alonso, this is the chrome refractor, so that's neat. There might be a couple of these. Yeah, there's 2 of these. So this one got a 10. And these are prone to some issues on the back with this dark card stock. So I would check those over. But these Stadium Club chrome refractors are awesome. There's just not a lot of love for them in the hobby, which doesn't really matter if you're just collecting the card. And then here's a 9 of the same card. So 2 of those. And this is also a very tough pull to actually pull the player you're looking for out of the Stadium Club. I've just broke boxes of it. Okay, this is a tough card in a 10. It's close to $300 now too. So here's a 9 in the Breeze Tops. Very respectable grade for that card. Here's a LeBron base Bowman. A solid 9. Little white chipping, so totally makes sense. Let's check out the back. Back looks good. It looks like it got dinged when it was put into the slab. See that? It happens. When you handle all these cards, it's going to happen. Baseball's best. This is one where this is a set where I think the 10s are just handed out randomly. Because I've got some 10s at home and they don't look different than the 9s, and that's just my opinion. So, but I mean, this one's not centered that well. Well, it's a little off centered, but that one got a 9. That's the baseball's best. Here's this is nice. This is the Soto refractor to 569. Crazy shine on that pup. That one got a 10. This is sweet. Steven Jackson Ultimate Collection, PSA 10. That's out of 250 there. It's on card. Just a beautiful set. There's so many badass sets from 2004, and there's some great players from the year too to collect. That's nice, and it's weird because sometimes PSA will put these. This is like a 75 point card, and they'll put it's random. Sometimes they'll put them in the thinner slabs like this. Sometimes they get the next step up slab. So interesting. So this is out of 275. It's not the rookie. The rookie one will say rookie signatures instead of ultimate. This is kind of like an insert set. and there's no numbering on the back. See how the Jackson has 124? It says USPR and rookie signatures. Just a little bit of info on Ultimate Collection 04. Now we've got this one. This could be bad. Yeah, that bottom edge is rough, but an 8's okay on this rice. So it's just it's so fun to send cards in like this. I don't know why. Got a crazy story on this card from back when I was like 9 or 10 years old. I'm gonna have to do a video card and stories. So there's the 8 on the rice. And last card of the order. So around 260 cards, I'd say, in this one. Here's the Rivers. Closing out with a nice solid 9. It's the Aspirations to 83. You don't see this one pop up hardly ever. Respectable grade, too. Little chipping on that edge. So that'll close out this order. I'm gonna take a picture of all these slabs for the thumbnail, but I'll film the stack as we close out. I thought that was one of my better orders for sure. Here they are. Here's all the cards stacked up. Some have been listed, probably 10 or 15 have been listed, but that's most of the cards right there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I've got some more videos on the way. Later.